What up? Yeah, we gonna talk about it. I'll let a couple people get in here. Take a minute. Let y'all get in here real quick. Hit that like button. Y'all know what to do. Y'all a little sneak peek of the album. Taboo. Coming soon. Coming soon. My songwriter. My senior songwriter. It's his album. And yeah, we finishing it up right now. So it's a little bit of something. All right, so we're here to talk about this so-called music industry, and I know y'all been wanting to talk about it, so we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna get to it, you know. So if there's any questions or anything or any type of I would say indifference, then let me know at the bottom in the comments. So basically, a lot of y'all have been hearing from other influencers, other people going live, and they talking about, you know what I'm saying, they might be talking about the music industry, they might be talking about so-called producer community, you know what I'm saying, as they call it, the producer community. I don't really call it producer community. I think people, everybody got their own little tribe. I think different people follow different philosophies of how to do things, and different people have different kung fu's of how to get things executed. So I don't think there is a community like everybody trying to be in one community and pay HOA fees. I don't think that's the move. I think everybody is getting what they get from the music, so-called music community, and they just get knowledge from it. And you know, from India, what's up? Salute. So I think a lot of people get what they get from the music industry, or not music industry, the music community on YouTube or Instagram or wherever, and they get the knowledge and then they just apply it to the things that they want to apply it to. But I don't think it's a necessary music community like we said, it's community. I think it's different tribes. It's different tribes. There's an MPC tribe, people who believe in the MPC. There's a FL Studio tribe, people who believe in FL Studios. There's even a Logic tribe, people who believe in Logic, but they might not be going as hard or might not be as passionate about it as maybe maybe a FL Studio user, because the FL Studio user, it's a lot of based on culture, you know what I'm saying, with FL Studios. You gotta realize FL Studios is a computer software that allows that person to go to the other person's house with their session, or they going there to the point to where it's all in one. So you don't have to go anywhere else. I rarely meet people using Logic like they use FL Studios. I rarely meet people that use Logic like they use FL Studios. Most people use Logic. They record into it. They might add like a little bit of a different live element to the actual songs. So I don't necessarily think people use it just like they use FL Studios. Some people do. Like I got a friend, he used Logic like he used FL Studios. But it's cool. I mean, you know, but I don't think they use Logic completely for itself. So there's no, like, how can I say it? There's no culture of, I'm gonna just come over your house and make something from you. Typically, Logic users are actually working on like projects or working on albums. You know, FL Studio users typically are making like beats. Let's just be honest. You know what I'm saying? Logic users, they like, yo, I got the beat. I probably got the beat from somewhere else, or I might have made the beat in Logic. Well, I don't know. I just know that I'm making this song and I need to record vocals. So it's a little difference in flow. But all in all, we gotta realize that they're different tribes. It's just different philosophies for everything. Like everything ain't how can I say it? Everything ain't the same for everybody. It ain't the same thing. It ain't the same fit for everybody. You know what I'm saying? And there's some people in here, people coming in here right now. We just talking about the music industry. You know, I started out talking about the so-called music community. That's what people call it, but I don't believe it's a fucking community. All this music community trying to powwow and be together. That ain't the way it works. It's tribes. It's different tribes of people who believe in different things, but I don't think there's a so-called music community. You know what I'm saying? But we get past this music community stuff and talk about the music industry. Reason why I jumped on live was there's a lot of, you know, kind of like misconception of what the music industry is nowadays and what's going on. Because I made a whole video basically saying that the music industry is really dead. There is no industry. You know, it is what you make it. You make it your own type of business. You take the music and you make it into whatever you trying to monetize. Whether you trying to bring attention towards some clothing or some fashion, whether you trying to bring attention towards you being one of the greatest performers, because a lot of people bank on being like, yeah, we a band and we one of the greatest performing bands. So a lot of people bank on that in the industry. So they make their money off shows. But they make their money off that business of music from shows. A lot of people make money from from behind the scenes, the back end of things. A lot of people are like, you know what I'm saying? They make money from, let's just say, they making money from like just selling songs. And I think that's gonna be the new flex for 2025 is already having songs already done and already selling the whole song. Already having the package deal done to the point to where they could walk in and walk right back out with a whole project and just pay up front and just be done and go straight from that and just work on that for, you know what I'm saying, 6 months, work on those 10 songs or whatever for 6 months and be locked in on that. And they can just buy the songs from people up front and just, that's it. Because I think a lot of things in the so-called music industry gets a misconception and get crowded. What up, yo? It's a misconception and gets crowded by basically politics. Like, who gets credit for this? Who gets credit for this? You might not get selected for this project. You might get selected for this. It's a lot of politics involved when it comes down to like actually the function of like the music industry. So when it comes down to like being like most of us like being a producer, you know what I'm saying? Most of us on the technical side, the engineer side, like being a producer. I mean, we went through a whole era to where we really wanted to be the man. We wanted to be the star, and I think those days are through. I think you trying to be the star and trying to be like the man, like on the project. Those days are done. We got to go back to when the days where the person didn't even really know the music producer, the engineer, the whoever, they didn't have no brand. They had a brand inside of maybe the music industry that people knew them for, that the people that needed to know them knew them. The people that don't know them on the street, ain't no reason for them to know them because it ain't even in the cards to know them. You know what I'm saying? Like, it really don't matter. You need to know the artist. You need to follow the artist. You need to go to the artist show. You know what I'm saying? You need to support the artist, because if you support the artist, you support the engineer, you support the producer, you support the songwriter, you support everybody. But the artist is just carrying the flag. We need to go back to those days, because you would do it for the art. You would do it for the artist. You would try to help this Michelangelo or Leonardo get this painting finished. You know what I'm saying? You know, because even making the 16th Chapel, they had help doing that. Somebody didn't do it all, but he had help painting all that. He couldn't paint all of that. He probably was like, "Yo, paint that this solid blue, and then I'll take over. You'll set the atmosphere for that, and then I'll go ahead and take over. Paint this color, white this color, paint this." He had to have had some type of technical help. So what producers need to go back to doing is just being the help, really. That's really the ultimate flex, is knowing that you helped a project come together and you got it to completion, and then do it again and do it again and do it again. Because the thing about being on the technical side, you can move around more than the artist. The artist has to bank on finishing the project and getting it out and getting it promoted and actually running with that. You get to move on to the next. As a technical person behind the scenes, you get to move on to the next project, the next great thing. You don't have to stay stagnant on trying to stick with one body of music and trying to get that. You know what I'm saying? That's not you. Your job is to make sure it comes out great and is ready to market and present and to sell and for people to listen to and for people to enjoy. That's the only job of the behind the scenes technical side of things. Now, for all the artists, the way I see the industry is that the artists are gonna have to really start demanding better deals and stop demanding these old ass, ancient ass deals. Like, artists need to think about their merchandise first. Anything that's printed on hardware, anytime their name get printed, they need to think about that first instead of thinking about how can I say it, the music. Because the music 95% of the time is not the thing that gets you paid. They get the record label paid, but as an artist sitting in the situation, that technically in a situation doesn't get you paid like what you would think it would do. So you have to know that, like, yo, if I'm gonna be the artist that I know that, like, this is, let me evaluate for what this is. If I'm not the greatest performer in the world, but I can perform, you know what I'm saying, and I'm not the greatest performer, I need to think about it in a way that I can basically monetize off of my attention. People are gonna pay attention to this. I need to bring them in my world. I need to create some type of world, and I need to create a way to have the person actually really feel a part of my world. Whether it's an article of clothing that you might favor to like, that they like, you know what I'm saying? Whether it's a hat, whether it's your actual physical record, your actual physical vinyl, it has to be something that you can pull them in your world and they want to be a part of. Because if you can do that, it goes beyond the music. Now they feel like they goddamn in your shit. Now they feel like they're a part of you. You know what I'm saying? That's like MC Hammer pants. If you had the MC Hammer pants back in the day, you felt like you was fucking MC Hammer. So you felt like you was a part of the shit. So a lot of artists got to think about, like, yo, what the fuck is my world of music? Like, if I'm making all this music for a certain reason, what does my world look like? If I brought people into this moment of the music, what would it look like? What would the visuals look like? What are some things that I like maybe wearing? Maybe merchandise that I like. Maybe it's a chain. Maybe you start selling goddamn jewelry. I don't know. Maybe you wear a lot of jewelry. It got to be something about you as an artist that bringing them in your world that is special about you, that you can sell to them. Now here comes the part about making money. Then now you can sell these items to them, and they will buy because they want to be a part of your world. That's the new music industry. That's what we felt all the time. It's been like that. A lot of these answers that we need, it's been there all the time. It's just been packaged in the greatest highlights in time. In time, when we look at music, most of these answers that we need for ourselves have been packaged in a certain, somebody's done it before. Like, somebody has been successful at creating, like, maybe a rock band. And they say, hey, we gonna wear all black. We wearing all black. Everything just black. I'm talking about everything as black as you can. Like, the video all black. It's just black the fuck out. Everybody you meet that like that particular band, them motherfuckers wearing all fucking black. I don't give a damn. Now you need to learn how to sell them some all black shit. You get what I'm saying? It ain't rocket science. It's basically like what these motherfuckers do on this side. Like, it's like, okay, motherfuckers on this side, right? Let's just say it's a band that came out and they from goddamn Montana. But they all wear cowboy hats. And they wear like dope ass cowboy hats. Like some expensive ass shit. They would be crazy not to come out with their own line of cowboy hats and be like, yeah, we got the music, but this is our world. If you want to be a part of us, you can buy into this shit. This is really us. You know what I'm saying? And when you buy into that, you buy into the artist world. It's big. It goes bigger than the music. The music got to be fucking great. But the thing about it is we can have great ass music and not attract anybody to us. We like, yeah, I got great music. Like, well, why are you cool? Like, why do I want to be kind of like in your world? Why do I want to be around you? You gotta show them that as an artist. You gotta put on. You gotta dress up. You gotta have a certain certain fashion consistency. You know what I'm saying? To be honest with you, you gotta look a certain part all the time. It's like being a superhero. That's a piece of the new music industry. There is no more like even the small dude on the lower end. Even when you jump on this camera, you got to be consistent in your threads. You gotta have some fits. If you ain't got no fly fits, you gotta at least have some fly fits or have your own fits. If you have your own fits, you can sell it. You see what I'm saying? If you wear a shirt in the video, you playing your tracks. You know what I'm saying? You an artist. You playing your music. You an artist. You in the video. You got your own fits in the video. You can sell that fit on the side because people will be looking for it because they'll be like, damn, especially if that shit dope. But first you got to make it dope though. If it ain't dope, then ain't nobody gonna fuck with it anyway. Everything got to be dope. That's the rule. That's the new rule too. You can't pitch people bullshit no more. They gotta feel that shit off the rip. That shit got to be fly. That shit got to be fire off the motherfucking rip. It can't leave the building unless you know it's fly. That's why I'm like, yeah, you gotta figure out what's fly in your world. Cause if you ain't fly in your own world, then you can't sell somebody else some bullshit. Motherfuckers ain't gonna buy no shit from you if you ain't fucking fly. Nigga, you got to figure out a way to be fly. That's hip hop. Think about it. That's R&B. Think about it. Even going back to the 60s, nigga was fly as fucking them goddamn suits. Them goddamn multicolored suits. The top be teal and black, and then the bottom be black, and then the shoes be just dope with the white tips. You know what I'm saying? That was, and they look consistent and had different outfits every time they showed up. That was a part of the artist, you know, that was a part of your overall just image and presence, but you gotta learn how to bring them into your world. And a lot of people on here scrambling trying to figure out the music industry. It's about creating your world and bringing them into your fucking world. That's it. The labels do it. It's called a marketing department. They got a marketing department to make you feel like you connected to Janet Jackson, to make you feel like you connected to Beyonce. Beyonce come out with a certain fashion trend. Everybody started doing. Everybody that went to Beyonce concert, what they do? They dressed up like her. I guarantee if she do a concert now, and she do a country music concert, even though I told y'all I don't like the album. I think the album is a C- at best. But even if she go on tour and she do something, I guarantee you everybody that go to her concert gonna dress like her because they feel like they're a part of her world. It ain't even got nothing to do with Beyonce. They did a great job in presenting, because that's all they did. It ain't fucking rock. They marketing ain't rocket science. They ain't like they got goddamn Einstein sitting over there at the motherfucking goddamn marketing table. They just said, listen, we just need to show you looking in these cowboy hats and these type of outfits. We'll have Versace design some shit, but hey, guess what? It'll be this type of style, and we're gonna push this. And I guarantee you, all your fans gonna dress up just like you when they come to your concert. You know what that's gonna do? That's gonna increase the notoriety and increase the reason why all these fans go crazy for Beyonce, because they showing up to the same place dressed the same fucking way. And they looking at each other like, oh shit, this shit is dope. You dress like me, It's a lot of us. Oh yeah. That's why when y'all jump online and y'all bash her just like I did on the video, motherfuckers come at your ass. But she got a strong fan base because they feel like they're a part of her world. You gotta make people, whatever you do, I don't even care if you do just production, you just do instrumentals. make the visuals look like look like what the instrumentals sound like. If you can't do that, fuck it. If you ain't got no visuals for it, fuck it. It ain't gonna work. I learned that over years. Yeah, motherfuckers gotta hear you before they see you, or they gotta see you before they hear you. But they gonna do both. They gonna hear you and see you. So just make sure when they see you, it connects with what they hearing. If you making some shit that sound like some blissful, euphoric shit, like some shit that just sound like, it just sound like just amazing. Maybe it's got like guitars and harps and just like really good, like just real chill stuff. Make sure the visuals look like that. Make sure the whatever visual you like, I want to be there. Like, make sure whatever visual you create, I don't care if you create it with AI, make sure the person is looking at the visuals being like, damn, I want to be in that place. I guarantee you they'll click on that sound because they saw you before they heard you. Either they're going to hear you before they see you, or they're going to see you before they hear you. Just like that. Either they're going to see you and be like, damn, this nigga fresh as fuck. Let me see what he got. Let me see what he got going on. Damn, that shit dope. It's gonna get to both. Or either they gonna hear you from somebody else that already done seen you or heard you and been like, yo, check this out. Then they hear you. Now they gotta see you. They see you when you fly, it's over. It's over. That's how you win. So all these people scrambling, trying to ask for the answer, how to, like, I guess, the breakthrough. How to get the breakthrough. Your visuals gotta be 100, nigga. That's what it is. That shit gotta be that shit gotta be a thou out. That shit gotta be 1,000, nigga. That shit got to look like God. If you ain't saying goddamn, then the next person ain't gonna say goddamn. If they say goddamn with the visuals and you already got the goddamn with the sound, ain't nobody gonna stop you. Who? That shit look good? Damn, that shit really look good. I ain't even gonna lie. Let me see what it sound like. Nigga, this shit really sound like this shit. Tight as fuck. Every fucking goddamn greatest album you ever fucking goddamn picked up and listened to. It's that exact experience. So they gonna see you before they hear you sometimes. And sometimes they gonna hear you before they see you. But they gonna do both. They gonna have to see you. So your fits, your image, your swag, your everything, the way you move, the way you talk, everything, the way you jump on camera, everything gonna matter. The way you do interviews, the way when you run into people and you trying to present something, trying to present the music to them, if you ain't enthusiastic about the music, being like, you need to check this out. Trust me, that shit dope. Trust me, you gonna love all that shit. If you ain't confident about that shit and you ain't got that attitude and you ain't bringing them in, it ain't gonna work. But you gotta be fly first. So I can't run up on nobody looking bummy and I'm like, yo, you should check out my music. They like, you nigga, you ain't even fly. You gotta be fly like, okay, this nigga looking fly, okay. This nigga talking about check out his music and he confident about it and he giving me a direct, you know what I'm saying, avenue to it. He give me something in the physical, maybe a postcard, maybe a card, maybe a big postcard, maybe a vinyl size postcard. Maybe you giving out vinyl. Take it to the extreme. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it is. Maybe you giving out tapes. Maybe you giving out CDs. Something in the physical. Something they can feel you. You feel me? Something you can, like I say, make them come into your world. Because if you like, hey, follow me on fucking Instagram, follow me on all these, hey, I'm playing on all these platforms, man, yeah, check my album out. Motherfuckers ain't finna fucking check you out. They gonna save that shit and push that shit to the side. You know it. Sometimes your down G folks gonna check it out. I've had people that I'm like, okay, I send it to them, like, okay, I know they gonna listen to it because they my peoples. And they listen to it like, oh shit, nigga, that shit tight as hell. I already know, but they already know I got some fire shit. Now, if it's somebody new, and I just give them the Spotify, they ain't gonna listen to that shit. They might not. But you know, come on now. Let's just be honest. Their probability goes way down versus them having something physical. They like, shit, this nigga gave me, I don't even care if I lose this tonight. I'ma still remember losing this because I got it from that. Like, it don't even matter. Even if they lose whatever they get, they still got something. They still remember you. They ain't gonna remember shit if you just giving them something digital. I can guarantee you that shit. So, all y'all out there trying to scramble and run, wondering what, you know what I'm saying, what to do as far as like the industry. And, you know what I'm saying, and y'all kind of, you know, I wouldn't say frustrated, but you kind of set back. I mean, you kind of like taken back to be like, damn, man, I don't know what my next move is. Redo your whole wardrobe. Take about Stop buying equipment. Stop buying all this shit that you think technology. Nah, Get your looks right. Get your look right. Cause if you can look good, niggas gonna hear what you got to talk about. But motherfuckers, if you ain't got the look, like, you know what I'm saying? If y'all was looking behind me and y'all saw a bunch of bullshit, bunch of boxes stacked up, a bunch of just trash or whatever, y'all motherfuckers wouldn't be on this motherfucker watching me right now. Straight up. So it's about your fucking overall image and your fucking look. Fuck the bullshit. You got to look like you feel on the track. Like, that's really the biggest problem of most of the people on the lower end. Because to me, the industry can be that shit can be done without. If you looking good, sounding good, man, you create your own goddamn industry. That's when you get to the point where people love you because they love you. They really fucking like you. They like, this motherfucker got look good, and I don't care. Don't give me that excuse, well, I ain't the best looking person. Because I know deep down inside, a lot of people watching the video, well, I ain't the best looking. Man, fuck that shit. Get your threads right. I can name 10 different niggas that was fresh as fuck, that was ugly as shit, but got his shit off. Nigga, Biggie was ugly as fuck, nigga. That nigga was fly as fuck, though. You feel me? Craig Mack wasn't no good looking ass nigga, no homo, but straight up, nigga, y'all know what Craig Mack looked like. You think Craig Mack was a fucking supermodel? That nigga still got fans. Because his threads was fucking fresh. That nigga was fresh as fuck in his fucking video. So all y'all on here talking about some, well, I'm not the best. No, be fresh, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Be fresh, nigga. Goddamn, all these rappers went, goddamn, these niggas went supermodel, nigga. Like, straight up. Like, y'all think, y'all, come on now. We can name some, like, no homo, like, come on now. We can name some rappers we can look at and be like, nigga, that nigga was just fly. Nigga, Big Pun was a fat ass nigga, but that nigga can rap his ass off. But guess what? His threads, every time you seen that motherfucker, what he was in some dope ass motherfucking threads. They gonna see you before they hear you, dog. I'm trying to tell you. You can listen to me or you cannot listen to me. You can keep that trash in the back of your goddamn video on YouTube and try to think that motherfucker's gonna listen to you. You can come on this motherfucker without your hair at least looking decent. You come on this motherfucker not being trimmed up and shaved at least to a C level. You ain't gotta be A+ with it, but at least be straight on camera. You come on here and not have your threads right, your shirt right, your jewelry right, your swag right, and all that shit, and you could be pushed to the side with no attention. Ain't nobody paying attention to you. Why they don't want to pay attention to me? Because you don't look the part. When they click on the thumbnail, look at the thumbnail, they like, no. And I don't know if any of y'all out there that's so-called trying to make it, you know what I'm saying, that's scared to get on camera or think that, I don't know, like, some of y'all think that y'all can't, how can I say it? Some of y'all think that y'all can't get on camera or that y'all don't have a camera. Nigga, y'all got camera phones. Right now, we on, what we on? We on iPhone goddamn 17, 16, 17. Like, the 12 had a dope camera. The 13 had a dope camera. The 4, I think I'm on 14 still now. I got a 14. Like, yeah, everything you seeing is from an iPhone 14, so ain't no excuses. You got Android, ain't no excuses. Y'all niggas just scared to get on camera. But you gotta be seen. They gotta see you before they hear you. You know what I'm saying? They got to see you before they hear you. You know what I'm saying? They can hear you before they see you sometimes. Sometimes that happens. But it happens both ways. And if you don't take advantage of both ways, you will never be successful. I'm just being honest. In the so-called industry or outside the so-called industry, just being independent. If you don't want to be seen and shown, especially independent, you got to be seen way more. You got to be seen way more than the label people. You got to be damn near like you got to be out here like you damn near doing shit for free. But you ain't. But you out here, you being seen. You know what I'm saying? You hopping on live every other day talking your shit. You got to be like that. If you can't be like that, then ain't no reason to even trying to talk up and be like, "Oh, I'm trying to make it," because you scared. That's fear. If you can't jump on this motherfucking camera and talk about something, play your music. Just be like, "Hey, what's up, guys? I'm live. I'm about to play y'all some shit," and just play some shit. You ain't even gotta talk. If you don't talk a lot, just do it. Do it how you do it. Do it how if a friend was coming over. Like, a lot of y'all just ain't natural in that. A lot of y'all just putting this unbearable expectations on y'allself and not just being natural to be like, fuck it, man. Just do the shit. Take it from there. You get better at it as you roll. You know what I'm saying? As you roll, like, I wasn't always coming on this camera like with the same kind of like, you know what I'm saying, just natural swag to just be like, oh, I'm finna come on here, I'm finna just do this shit. Like, it wasn't always like that. Like, it took me time to be like, okay, now I know what this means. Now I know what I'm doing. Now I know how effective this shit is. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't just be, you know what I'm saying, like, I guess you can't just be you can't jump in the pool and just think you can swim like Michael Phelps, like right off the rip. It's gonna take some time. But if you don't never jump in the fucking pool, then you ain't gonna ever swim like Michael Phelps. You can just forget that. You scared, nigga. Your ass goddamn scared to get on camera, or better yet, now fuck that, not get on camera. Your ass scared of the world. Your ass scared to show the world what you made of and what you can do. And if you scared of that shit, then, man, nigga, all bets are off. You know what I'm saying? You can't be scared. You gotta be like, nigga, nah, nigga, this shit fire. Y'all need to come see it. Y'all need to come see it. You come hear it. You feel me? But like I say, they gonna see you before they hear you. So, this so-called music industry that we got, and these so-called people online, they still trying to give you advice about how to get in the music industry or whatever, or I don't know. These niggas online talking about some, oh, you know, you need to do this, this, and this, and this, and this, and then you get in the industry. And I ain't talking about, like I say, y'all don't go run and just point and pick. I ain't talking about everybody, because some people give some great knowledge. The people who really in the industry. I'm talking about the people who, they might have been in the industry a little bit, but not to the level to have something on vinyl or a platinum record, or they might have had one placement. You know what I'm saying? That's cool and all, but you can't dictate the old stuff that people were doing in the industry to try to do it like it is now. It's a different day. Like, young people are moving in a different way, and I think the best thing we can do for them is to try to give them a little bit of hybrid of the knowledge from the past, and then let them do their fucking shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm still gonna do my shit, and if all the classic and ancient kind of great shit dies with the legends and dies with me, and then the new kids, they gonna have to create their own new legends and their own ways of doing things in a legendary way, then so be it. Let them do it. I support them. But I ain't finna sit up here and just be like negative towards the way they do their process. But if they want to just be straight inside the computer, or if they would just want to be just be analog, I'm not. You know what I'm saying? I definitely ain't. I'm gonna basically support, you know what I'm saying, those particular ideas and that particular ideology. Only thing I could do is teach you the way I do it. And then from teaching you the way I do it, you can get some knowledge. Like I say, it could be a hybrid piece of knowledge, and then carry it on to what you're doing and the way you do it. So, but I've been on here long enough. I'm going to post this one up. Y'all tell me what y'all think in the comments. Tell me if I said anything that was wrong or too extreme or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, I just wanted to speak about the so-called industry, you know what I'm saying, and things of that nature, you know, because there's a lot of people on here that swear up and down that they got, like, you know what I'm saying, A&R knowledge, and it's like, bro, you so-call yourself an A&R, but you ain't A&R right now. You on the internet for 6 hours. That ain't, A&R wouldn't even have time if they was working on different projects to be on the internet live for 6 hours. And I ain't got to say no names. But being live for 6-7 hours, come on. You ain't no A&R. Stop lying. Stop the cap. You know what I'm saying? Everybody gonna cut through to the real knowledge, because we do have to take this knowledge and use it and apply it and see if it works. So real recognize real. So y'all let me know down below in the comments what y'all think about this video. I'm out.